I just wanted you to see the lovely bouquet of 2 dozen roses that my husband got for me for our anniversary next week. I said, surprise me with flowers. So the surprise is the kind and when and how many. I mean, it's bigger than me almost. So you will see these if you come into the shop because if we put them on the kitchen table, there's no place to eat dinner. Great. Gotta love it. Anyway, so the other exciting thing you have noticed, the background is different. I am in the fabric room. Woo, yeah, we have a whole room of fabric here in the shop at the quilting shed. Yay! I always forget to talk about who I am and where I am because new people coming, so see this in other people's streams or whatever and get a link to it or somebody tells them to go looking and they're like, who the hell is this? Hi, I'm Andrea and I own the quilting shed outside of Fredericton in New Brunswick. We just got a shipment of fabric. I said last week I thought it would probably come Wednesday, which is today. It came Monday, like before 9 o'clock. My favorite delivery man was chucking the boxes in, and I'm like, I said to Ron, good thing we took in the recycling because it was all in the back porch. And if you've ever done pickup, that's where we put our recycling, which is a hot mess. It's very clean now, except for our other crap. If you ever need cardboard boxes, I can hook you up. I can totally hook you up. So anyway, 9 boxes of fabric, well, 8 boxes in one bolt wrapped up by itself, came. And that's what I did Monday morning because I'm like, we got no room. So I have to process this stuff. But I had a heads up, I had spreadsheets. So it was all ready to go. And in the system, Monday morning, it was like ready to sell. So it's not like, oh, it's on the shelf, but it's not in the system. Let me type it in while I'm trying to check you out. No, I was on the ball that day. One of my more productive days. Today, probably not so much. So the fun part is all this new fabric came and oh my God. Now I'm scrolling down to the comments. Ron's a keeper. What did I get him? I got him my loving presents. What more could the man ask for? I mean, he gets to be married to me. And apparently my granddaughter needs a giant cardboard box. Well, she knows where to get one. Does she need one in real life or does she need one in Animal Crossing? Because I can send her one in Animal Crossing because I got like 3 cardboard boxes in my virtual life. Because I really like a good cardboard box. I literally have a cardboard box downstairs that's older than I am because it's a really good cardboard box. And I've talked about this before. If you have grandparents who went through the war, you wind up saving a lot of stuff. And now that we're in a smaller house, I'm rethinking some of those things, but that cardboard box is really good for storing all the other stuff that I want to keep. So yeah, enough about me. You probably want to see some new fabric, maybe? I'm thinking you want to see some new fabric. Okay, so I will show some panels. Some of the lines that I got have panels in them and they're digitally printed. So this one, I think, there's 3 different colorways of this, but I only am showing you one. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, look at that. Oh boy. I mean, and a lot of these panels are just 12 bucks. I think this one's maybe 12 bucks. Anyway, I got a lot of this fabric in too because a pile of it, at least half of it, is like $15 a meter, and that's a really good price. I'm sure you know. So this panel is 12, and it does come in other colors, like rainbow. Rainbow! And it has a bunch of fabrics that coordinate with it that are very Aboriginal or K facet type stuff. And I'm screwing up the lighting because of the window behind me, but I'm trying. Anyway, yeah, $15 a meter. This is great. So this comes in some different colors. Emma's really jazzed about this one. I mean, this one's nice and pastel. It's neat. Yes, I figured Caitlin, my daughter-in-law, is going to heart eyes all over that one. So that's That is the Effervescence line from Robert Kaufman. Pretty jazzy. I've started looking up other things to do with panels, and some people have made like bags and stuff with the panels, and really, really cool. Those I think were digitally printed. Some other digital prints that came in for the woodsmen or woods people in your life. There is this lovely scenic bear panel. It's very picturesque. There's that one. And the other one is, I think my grandkids might like this one. The very tropical beach dolphin with turtles and fishies and, oh, hey, I can speak whale. Finding Nemo reference, sorry. So there's those. But the added bonus with these particular panels is they have a bunch of matching prints to go with them, including like this nice tropical sky, a couple of leafy foresty things, a flame. So that's really super cool. I'm going to skip that shelf because I wanted to talk about some. Got a couple of different substrates. I know that's fancy talk for not quite 100% quilting cotton. So this one's still cotton. Everything's still cotton. Have I ever quilted something like those scenic pieces elaborately? Kind of, sort of. So this, I got 3 bolts of a line called Euclid, and it is a very lightweight, sort of canvasy type decor weight fabric. It's a little thicker. I wouldn't put this in with regular quilting fabric. Maybe it's very tote bag like, or cushion covers or something like that. If you wanted like a heavier quilt with very few, but it's got these nice sort of architectural details on them and scratchy lines. I thought they were nice, and they're only 15 a meter too. So there's that in some nice colors. And I thought, of course, it would make a great bag, but everything I see is going to make a great bag. I mean, the other one I have this nice ABCs. So all these letters, all the colors of these letters has a nice sort of blendery, solidy, but not really tonal sort of color to go with them. And that's all of these right here. So, I know, you'd think I'd be getting stronger with all this, but my arms are getting tired. And Jeannie made it on time. Wait till I get to the red stuff, Jeannie. Woo, boy. So yeah, people have been coming in and seeing some of the new fabric, and most of their comments are like, "You're killing me, Andrea. This is terrible." I'm like, your new best friend you love to hate, because look at this gorgeous stuff. So this line up here is Moonlight Garden. Moonlight Garden, it's sort of a taupe and black and gray. And it does have some metallic accents in it. This is one of the florals. And it has a lot of, I guess, gardeny background. There's a few of these particular prints in different colorways. It's got a very nice black and gray print. So I thought, yeah, we'll show some. It's very hard to show this. Ha, there we go. There's some light. So I thought that would be pretty popular. But my favorite part from that line is the metallics. It's got this nice metallic grid sort of design with the little, ooh, you can see the sheen. Yeah, I mean, and at 15 bucks a meter too, I mean, that's really good. So the other thing I did with that was I made some fat quarter bundles. Took the time to do that I had a Zoom meeting last night, so while I was listening to the Zoom meeting, I cut and folded some fat quarters. Yep. That, I know I should probably say how much, but 45-ish for the bundle, I guess. And I did some littler bundles. Okay. Did my mom show up in the comments yet? Because she's going to want to see some of the next things. Oh yeah, she did. Duh. So this entire shelf here is cotton lawn. Um, Cotton lawn is a lighter weight fabric. Like you can see how lovely the drape is here. This is Robert Kaufman's line called London Calling. This is what I call their Liberty of London knockoff, because Liberty of London, I don't know if you know this, out of London, of course, produces these delicate florals and has for probably a couple hundred years at this point. And it's very high-end type fabric. So the cotton lawn is still 100% cotton. You could put it in, you can totally put it in a quilt. But I was thinking, if my mom was here in the shop and saw this, first thing she's going to say is, this would make a really nice summer quilt. Yes, yes, it would. And I have said that to other people, and they're like, what's a summer quilt? Let's talk about summer quilts out of cotton lawn. So yeah, nice lightweight quilt. So a summer quilt is when you make your quilt top and you put it together with a quilt backing, and you don't put any batting in it. It's just the top and the backing. There's very minimal quilting. I like to use a flannel sheet for that when I make a summer quilt, because I have one for my bed. Yeah, it's very Liberty of London. There's some wild florals in here. These would make super nice little toddler girl dresses. They would be very swishy, or like baby bloomers. I thought would be the cutest thing if you're into some clothes making. Very retro. I'm pretty sure I had sheets like this in a bigger print. So yeah, summer quilts. I like to have bedding on my bed in the summer, because you can't leave your feet out of the blankets in case the monsters under the bed get you. So up until, July, August, I usually have a summer quilt and a top sheet, maybe a nice cotton blanket. So yeah, it's just a lighter weight type of quilt with no batting. Or if you did, the other thing I was thinking, if you did a quilt out of lawn type fabric, if you put in the bamboo batting, it would drape so gorgeously, and it would be so nice and lightweight. If you really don't want a heavy quilt and you want something super light, that would be the way to go, with the lawn fabric and the bamboo batting if you needed the batting for warmth, or just like no batting and a regular sheet on the back. I know everybody says, don't use a sheet in the back. There's reasons. It depends is my answer. But yeah, summer quilt. There's like 20 different prints here. It would be so gorgeous, because I know that's what I did for my summer quilt. I took all these medium volume floral prints and just cut a bunch of 10-inch squares and put them on point, put them all together till they were big enough to fit my bed, and boom, that's my summer quilt. Worked like a charm, and it's really, really pretty. So that's that. So I was pretty happy with those. Almost done this shelf. The other thing is, there was these 3 prints of this nice delicate, these are actually up on the site, 7 berry florals in 3 colorways. So I don't think the pictures are accurate. I gotta recheck that. But yeah, still 15 a meter, which is good. So one of the fun things with the pictures, I said to Ron, I was like, I'm super ahead. Liz has been moving, so she's missed my stuff. Yeah, you're going to have boxes of stuff forever, Liz. I mean, it's just the way it is. I'm pretty sure we had a box that I started to unpack from like 2012. So we moved a whole bunch in a short range of time, like five times in 3 years or something silly like that. So we just started labeling the boxes with the year that we packed them. Tape them up, put a sticker on it that says 2012. We'll get back to it later. It was just easier. And some things, I mean, if you haven't unpacked it in like 8-9 years, do you really need this stuff? I've been going through a lot of older boxes and getting really, really ticked at my past self. Past self was really dumb, but in a hurry, so I kind of get it. So anyway, I'm taking it easier on myself. It's okay. It's chill. Everybody does this. I mean, my aunt is still going through things from belongings of my grandmother, and this summer it'll be 20 years since my grandmother died. So she was like, do you want these cushion covers that Nanny made? I think I'll pass. I have like boxes and boxes of things that my grandmother made, so I've decided eventually I really don't have to keep all of them. That was a little tangent. So yeah, I was somewhere. I know what I was. Yes. You just tune in to watch me do the ADD thing. Tea. The only problem with a different setup is I didn't have a spot to put my tea. Mm. Oh my God, that's like, I'm on my third cup. It was a rough night. I had a guild meeting last night, so I always have like a guild hangover the next day because it keeps me up late. I know the meeting gets over 8:30 by 8:30, and then I do my bedtime routine, and I need like this long wind down time. So if I'm starting around 8:30, 9 o'clock, that's an hour and a half to 2 hours later than I normally do it because I just need that nice long rest time into bed. So, website. The new fabrics are going up on the website. These ones are up there, Mom, because I know you were interested in these. These ones are up there. These ones are up. These ones are not. And these ones are not. Those ones are not. These ones are. Some of those are. I'm getting to the next shelf in a minute. So I thought I was ahead because I had a nice big PDF file that I could import into a spreadsheet with the technical bits because I was not typing in 6 pages, but you can do PDF to Excel convert. I make it sound so easy. It's, 20 minutes of spinning around when you know what you're doing or you pay somebody. But then the supplier had also supplied, like, here's the images of what we have left. So I'm like, great, I've got the images. I'm going to save them all so that I can upload them to the website when they're all ready to go. And 2 of the biggest lines were missing the images. So I still have to hunt those down. 3 or 4 of the lines, the images were way too big to upload. Like my website just kind of barfed and said, yeah, these are too big. We can't do this. And you sure you want to? Because these are like huge images. Pro tip, when you're uploading images to the web, you really don't need the photo quality maximum size that you would use to print the photo because you're only looking at the photo this big. So you only need the image this big. You don't need the image this big. So I have to resize a bunch of photos or go save smaller copies of the photos some way. So that's the hold up on that. Somebody was in yesterday and said, I really like hearing about like the really boring, not fun parts. And it's still more fun than tech support. But yeah, I used to do some of this for tech support type things too, because I'd have to help other people do this and maybe walk through the same steps that they did, see if I get the same results, or try to figure out they were like, well, I wanted to convert this PDF to Excel. How do I do that? And then I'd have to go research how to do that and test it and make sure it worked and then do it. And then, so now I do my own stuff and I'm like, oh wait, I know how to do that. Great. I know, but it's still kind of fun because you're still dealing with the fabric and the thread, even though it's office type grunt work. And if I sit at my desk too long, my shoulder gets nice and jacked up because just that carpal tunnel repetitive stress motion comes back and super fun. But you don't want to hear about that. You want to hear about this fabric behind me. This is the nicer stuff. So these are the 2 bigger lines that I got. Oh my God, you guys. This is terrible. Screen grabs. Yes, I do get screen grabs, Heidi. It's right click, save as, grab the image. But it's hunting them down and saving them all. You can't just, it's easier when they're supplied all in a batch in one folder and you can just do it in one go. If I have to just go this page, get one image, that page, get another image, this page, get another. Yeah. I have a process though, so I can really shorten that time down. It's just going through and doing it. And it's not the kind of thing I can do successfully with a lot of interruptions. So sometimes it's just getting that chunk of time to go do that. Or if I get interrupted, remembering where I was when I got back. But you guys are gonna love this collection I'm gonna show you next, which is Imperial Garden from Robert Kaufman, and it's one of their Oriental lines. I know, Oriental, vague, non-specific Asian type thing. I have conflicted feelings about stuff, but we do like the Japanese inspired prints very, I think they try to make them at least honor the tradition and not sort of really co-opt it, but it's very, very gorgeous. There's two panels that came with it. I know, mostly in the onyx colorway. This one with the cranes, whoops, the cranes and the water and the chrysanthemums and peonies. Peonies are my favorite, and the bamboos and the cherry blossoms, sakura blossoms. I mean, these are all metallic. That's like a $12 panel, which I'm sure you know is good for panel. Oh, so there's that one. There is also a panel I have hanging up that you can see. It's got some geishas on it. So this is also 12, and it's got the traditional kimonos and just the panels with the ladies in there with their gorgeous kimonos. Kimono, sorry. So I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 in a panel, and of course all the nice metallic gold accents. And then, like I said, I did up some fat quarters, partly because it'd be easier to show you. The Genie, this has like 3 or 4 red prints, but there's red all through it. It has some really nice basic prints with the metallics with these nice little squares and some gold accents. This one's red, and it has a green one and a beige one and a black one. Yeah, and a black one. So yeah, this will give you the sense of the colors and the prints, like the big fluffy flowers and the cherry blossoms. And yeah, you're just going to look at it and go, oh, you're killing me. This is terrible. I don't need to buy this, but it's gorgeous and I want it, because I'm tempted to take some for me too. It's just, and I had fun doing extra little bundles. Like this is like a gray, because it's got the gray chrysanthemums and the gray crane print. There's a nice print in multiple colors with the cranes and the waves, the ripples on the lake. This is a black bundle with the cherry blossoms and the peonies and also the cranes. I think this is 20. These are 20 a meter, so they're a little more regular priced, but they were actually on sale from my supplier. So that's like the best you can get for these, because as you probably have noticed, prices are just going up everywhere because of the shipping issues with COVID and everything going on globally. It's interesting how that's all affected. So this is a nice red bundle of fat quarters. Look at that. Cherries, cranes, I mean, and some nice red, this nice red basic that you could do a lot with, and these lovely cherry blossoms. And then I made a bundle with, so these would be 15 each. Nice blue cranes and a couple of the beige bamboo print or tan and the tan square print. And then I did a green bundle, which was the greens and the tan crane print. Yeah, I had fun doing up these bundles. Emma, our color consultant, helped me to just scan them over and said, yes, good job, Mom. So, yay. Learning something from my kids when they go to college. It's like I get the education too. Yeah, I'm super happy with those. Super, super happy. I mean, it's a hot mess in here. I know, it's crazy. I will only show you one of them. I did get a couple of flannels. I know. So yes, everything's cotton, but sometimes you get different substrates, which is like subcategories. So we've got the lightweight canvas, we've got the lawn, and we got some flannel. Some cute little baby pandas. This is purple. I also have it in red. That was the only flannel that came in. So, because they'll say, we'll get emails from our suppliers or whatever, and they'll say these are on sale. First come, first serve. When we run out, we run out. We can't back order these. So sometimes you might order 10 things and only get 8. It's just how it is, because by the time they get to your order, the rest of them are gone. That's all. So there's those. The other thing I got that I was kind of happy with because people have asked is some camouflage. And this is actually really nice. Like sometimes when you go hunting for other fabric, other prints, like stuff like this, it's a lower quality, but this actually feels really nice. It almost feels like it's still quilting cotton, but it almost feels like a sateen. It's not shiny, but it's very, very smooth and not rough and very, very comfortable actually. Wow. So this is the green camo. There's also the tan. And I had to look up what this kind of camouflage design was called. These are on the website too. And these are 20 a meter. This design called Marpat, I guess. It's the other, so that's in the blue. Hide out in the Arctic, I guess. Or on the water, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what this is used for. I got it though. There is a military base nearby, so I can hook you up with some nice camouflage fabric. So the last thing to show you is this entire row, which is all 1930s prints. This is Darlene's favorites. Darlene Zimmerman designs a lot of 1930s prints, and I am super jazzed about these because there's like 18 to 20 of them. And I haven't even gotten them out of the wrappers yet because it was faster to get them on the shelf if I didn't stop to take them out of the plastic, any of the ones that were still in plastic. And I ran out of those. If you've ever been in, I have these little they're called bolt buddies, these metal clips to keep the fabric tidy on the bolts. And I actually ran out. I had a big container. I sold somebody, you know who you are, bought a whole pile of them. So now I finally got enough fabric to use them. But yeah, the nice, delicate 1930s prints. Let me know if you're interested in fat quarters of these because I absolutely really should probably cut some fat quarter bundles and stuff of these 1930s prints. But yeah, these are 20 a meter. There's going to be more of these coming because I did order a new line from Moda that's coming out maybe April or something. Could be May. Who knows? Everything's behind. Yeah, the Japanese themed prints Liz said are gorgeous, and when you see them in real life, it's just they're like so. I looked up on the website to see if I could see any free patterns that maybe I could throw together quickly for a kit or a sample or something, and I'm like, I don't need this, but I want to make one because it's just really pretty and it's so gorgeous. I just cannot stand it. It's just that pretty. Really, really pretty. And I know some quilters, they'll collect like specific themed fabric. I do know a couple of people, they collect any Oriental type Asian prints that they can find. Some people, they'll collect like their text prints, and some people, they're just always on the hunt for black and white prints. So yeah, I'm super excited. So yeah, these shelves are filling. There's another shipment coming because once I said, could you not send everything all at once? So after these got here, I was like, you can send the next box. The next box, well, send the next order. Probably won't be 9 boxes. Probably maybe only 3 or 4. But it'll fill the rest of these shelves, and the ones coming are all Dear Stella. These ones were all Robert Kaufman. So the next ones coming are all Dear Stella. I think around the same price ranges. I will have to double check, but I'm fairly confident they're also in the 15 to 20 meter range, which is good news for you. Isn't that awesome? So we'll have the rest of these shelves filled probably next week. Lots of people coming in, which is great, which is awesome. Lots of new people showing up. So please continue to tell all your friends about me. Sometimes I don't know the best way to get out the word that we're here and we're new because I have a lot of, oh, well, I just found out about you. I didn't know you were here. And I'm like, well, don't feel bad because we've only been open to the public since September and it's just March and there is a pandemic. So there you go. Maybe I'll look into a radio ad or something. I don't know. So super grateful for you telling all your friends and sharing this video. If you know somebody who quilts or sews or is in the area, and looking for mask stuff, still got lots of mask supplies here. Lots of your basics. I heard from somebody, they said rotary cutter handles were hard to find over the summer. Got lots of rotary cutters in stock, got lots of blades in stock, got lots of cutting mats in stock, got lots of needles, got lots of thread. So if you're running out of that sort of stuff and you would rather shop at a tiny little shop rather than a huge chain, come see me. There you go. I will hook you up with what I can. And there's like way more in here than you think there might be. It's just stuffed all in the corners very neatly and tidily. Yeah. Anyway, so it's been great seeing people, even if it's from here up. And lots of people are coming in just to look, and don't feel bad if you just wanted to come in and look and see what you have. It's a nice bright spot in my day. That's why I'm here. So you can come in and see what we've got, right? Right. Come on in. Say hi. And look at that. Oh my God. I finished right on time. Not that I have to stick to a time, but it just works out a lot better if I do. And I just like to keep an eye on the time. So see, if I make my huge head block the window, then the lighting on my face is better. It was just easier for me to bring my laptop, because I stream from my laptop, easier to bring it into the fabric room than it was to bring all the fabric to the other room where I normally place my laptop in the shop on the counter. Okay. I'm going to let you go. You guys can start planning and dreaming. There is, if you want to see new stuff show up on the website, if you go to thequiltingshed.com, on the menu, it says shop for fabric here. And click that. And then there's big images that show you each shop category. And if you just click on the fabric category, you will see all the fabrics listed, and they're listed by default. They're listed the newest fabrics first. So as I start adding images, they show up on this page. So sometimes you might have to go to the second page, but yeah, because it is by time. And if it took an hour to import things, and I imported 100 things in an hour, then the 100th thing is way off on page 3 or something. So yeah, you can like I said to one of my fans who likes to comb the website for things, I should just hire her as a bug tester or something, so she can just send me official lists of things that I need to tweak. Yeah, you can just obsessively refresh this link every few hours and see what I've added, or you can just come in, which is great because now we're back in the yellow phase, and yeah, you got to come by and see my flowers anyway. So, all right, signing off. I will talk to you on the flip side. Keep fit and have fun. Yes.